Madhya Pradesh, sometimes called the heart of India, is melting pot of culture, history and nature, where India is represented in all its varied flavors and colors. We visited Madhya Pradesh in April 2014. Our journey began at the New Delhi railway station on the 1st of April, where we boarded a train to Indore. When we reached Indore on the 2nd of April, a cab that we had pre-booked was waiting for us at the Indore railway station. Indore is the most populous and the largest city of Madhya Pradesh, situated by the banks of two rivulets, Saraswati and Khan. The city has many important tourism gems to offer. We first went to our hotel Kanchan, where we checked in, freshened up and started our tour of Indore. Our first stop was the Khajrana Ganesh Temple, which is a pilgrimage center dedicated to Lord Ganapati, built in 1735 by Queen Maharani Ahilyabai of the Holkar dynasty. Our next stop was at the Krishnapura Holkar Chhatris. These 5 structures were built by the Holkars as cenotaphs to house the remains of the dynasty's rulers, like Krishna Bai Holkar, Yashwantrao Holkar and Malhar Rao Holkar II. The cenotaphs have elaborately carved exteriors and columns. We next visited Rajwada, which is a historical palace built by the Holkars about 2 centuries ago. This 7-storied structure is located near the Chhatri and serves as a fine example of royal grandeur and architectural skills. Then we went to Lalbagh Palace, which was a residence of the Holkar Maharaja of Indore. Built in the Italian Renaissance Revival architecture style, construction began in the late 19th century and was completed in 1926. Our next destination was Annapurna Temple, dedicated to goddess Annapurna, the deity of food. The temple also houses shrines to Lord Shiva, Hanuman and Kalabhirava among others. The entrance of the temple is adorned with 4 life-size statues of elephants, and the architectural splendor of the temple makes it a must-visit for all tourists. Near the Annapurna temple, we visited Vaishno Devi temple. It replicates the winding path through caves one needs to walk through to reach the shrine of Vaishno Devi near Katra in Jammu. We then visited the Shani temple. Then we went to newly built Jwala Devi temple and Yagnashala, where hundreds of Yagnakunds were constructed for conducting mass gheen. finally went to Rajwada to enjoy the night view of the palace, before returning to our hotel. On the 3rd of April we proceeded to Ujjain, which is a famous Hindu pilgrimage center with the Kumbh Mela held here every 12 years. An ancient city situated on the eastern bank of the Shipra river, Ujjain was the most prominent city on the Malwa plateau of central India for much of its history. Ujjain continues to be an important place of pilgrimage for Shaivites, Vaishnavites and followers of Shakta. Our first stop was Mahakaleshwar temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas and is vividly described in various Puranas. From Mahakaleshwar temple we reached the famous Ram Ghat on Shipra river, renowned for the annual Kumbh fair that is held here once in 12 years. Our next stop was Shaktipith Harsiddhi temple, an ancient temple, dedicated to Sati, wife of Shiva. It is said to have been built by Lord Krishna. Then we went to Bhartrihari caves, which is where King Bhartrihari and his nephew Gopi Chand are believed to have meditated after abdicating his throne. Bhartrihari was the cousin of the legendary king Vikramaditya. Each of the cave enclosures feature a number of Hindu statues and are supported by stone pillars. At a short distance from Ram Ghat is a temple dedicated to Kala Bhairav, the guardian deity of the city. Liquor is offered to the temple deity as one of the 5 tantric ritual offerings known as Panchamkara. We then returned to our hotel Kanchan in Indore late in the evening.